Screen. Bit of a jumble right there.
Good save by 25.
Yeah. Gustine in the 25, Scott Melton the 69. But watch Greg Van Alst come through here. He had such a head of steam. Those cars were off the throttle. Looks like I don't know if he faded up a little bit and made contact with his 69, or if Scott Melton came down a little bit, but there was contact between the 69 of Scott Melton and the 35 of Greg Van Alst.
Yeah, I think what started all this, it looks like the 15 had some sort of issue. She decides to dive to the bottom. That's why everybody gets all stacked up. And yeah, it looks like the 69 faded low. The car in front of him was kind of fading down. He was probably just
trying to follow that car underneath him, and unfortunately Greg Van Alst was there.
That's a tough break, man.
And remember, we talk about spotters. That's a long way over there to the backstretch for those spotters to see which lane they are. You know, they can see front and back, but it's hard to see which lane people are in.
Especially when you have such quick movement through the field. You know, such a speed differential. Like you mentioned, it looked like the 35 car was shot out of a cannon. And he probably wasn't just quick enough to react that 35 was there. But, yeah,
I think Scott was going to try to pull down and follow the 25 of Gustine and made contact.
I think we got an in-car here with Greg Van Alst. Yeah, nothing he could do there.
Just along for the ride at this point. Really.
Gustine on the inside. Andy J. And they're wrecking behind him.
Kitzmiller is one of those cars. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Brian Doza, the
hit.
57, slams into the side of Kitzmiller.
About 5, 6, 7 cars involved there on that restart, just beyond the start-finish line.
Brad Smith, the 48, that red car, right on top of the double yellow line.
Looks like Kevin Hinkle in the...
Something happened to Kitzmiller, it looks like. I don't know if it just was a matter of spinning the tires or something else, and I'm not sure.
To me, that has every making of a missed shift.
Yeah.
Because it's like, obviously, you'd be going from second to third. So that looks like a second to first moment, which slows down the transmission and obviously a lot of wheel speed.
Mandy Chick in the 74. You can ride on board and see what she saw from her perspective here.
She's on the inside.
I mean, that was right at that time where that shift was. So that's, I mean, I hate to blame him for missing a shift, and it wasn't, but it's kind of what it looked like, and obviously stacked everybody up. And I don't think anyone, especially that far back in the field, was really expecting it.
There was Tim Richmond up against the outside wall, and he spins down off the outside wall.
Cranked the wheel right to miss it, and obviously got the car bent out of shape out of the track.
Mandy had a real good shot in the side from the 66 of Garrett.
This is a pretty big smack here once the 97 car slows down.
That's Garrett in the 66, Tim Richmond in the 27.
Saw the AMR safety team on the scene quickly.
And he's not the only one. Parker Retzloff as well.
Let's see what happens. It happens, I think, towards the middle of the pack here on the top side, I believe. Oh, or in the middle. Oh, wow.
24 gets hooked into the 31, who comes up and gets into Anthony Alfredo.
Alfredo, just an innocent bystander. That's just part of being in the pack. That's why you want to be in the front, right? He lost his track position, and you get back there and you get caught up in something.
Hey, wait a minute. If you're racing here, you should just go by Junior, and there's trouble again. 3 on the stage.
My goodness.
And a major hit for Dexter Stacy. Blaine Perkins with huge damage.
He hit the end of the wall, Joey.
Great when it kicks out like that. Oh, my.
Debris everywhere. And a tire bounding out of control into the wall. You're coming off of turn 2.
So we're going to see a spin from the middle, the 66. He's going to come down and hit the inside wall very, very hard.
And this is where the wall kicks out right there. And that shot doesn't do justice. And look at this car. Barrel rolling down the backstretch.
And that wasn't the half of it. By the way, Dexter Stacy has also climbed from his race car.
So this is Blaine Perkins. You see he's going to get hit. The car's going to catch the air. land right here on the roof, and here comes the barrel roll.
Right when you get sideways like that, it starts to bite, and then off it goes. And at this point, you hope when it's up in the air that it doesn't land on the roof.
Look at the parts and pieces just coming off that race car as it barrel rolls down the back straightaway.
It's at 6-7 times I think I saw that car go around.
Yeah, some big hits within the rolls, right? The revolutions at that speed usually isn't bad. It's the impacts when you come down back onto the racetrack. Those are the ones that hurt. He just gets tagged in the right rear, sends him up like that. And this hit, oh!
You see the safer barrier move, Joey. Thank goodness there was something to give there, but the wall comes out on a little angle there to allow the safety crews to get out on the track, and that angle is not forgiving. Oh, somebody gets into his left rear.
Sideways. Brandon Jones?
Brandon Jones.
Yeah.
Brandon Jones was trying to get in behind him, possibly misjudged it.
It looked like Brandon got a decent amount of damage too. I couldn't really tell, and I don't know what was there before the contact. As you see, Sammy hit the inside wall, but it looked like the front end of that 9 car was beat up.
Here. Well, it looks like something happened to the 9. He's checking up, stacks everyone up, and the 1 car maybe gets punted 98, kind of gets the outside wall with Riley Herbst.
Couldn't tell how bad the damage was for Riley Herbst.
You wonder if a right front went down. You remember the 9 had a lot of damage on the front of his car. Maybe got on the splitter there, or
racing supporter, and it's gone all out. This
they're going to wreck in front of him.
There goes one. John Hunter Nemechek out of line. Hard contact with the inside wall.
That's a big hit to the driver's side. He almost had it turned around in time to come back up.
You can see it's broke the rear track bar of the car that controls the rear suspension laterally. That's why you're seeing it shake back and forth. You heard him come over the radio and say he's okay, which is good to hear.
That was a pretty flush hit. Let's see what happens. You see John Hunter get up top, to try to get the push from his teammate. And, the cars are light there leaving the tri-oval there, Brad, and just the timing was off a little bit. And car's light, and
Caution number 6. Free pass here.
Behind him.
Ooh, a little late on the block there.
Yeah.
And really, Austin Hill couldn't check up. He had the 7 into him, too, so.
Yeah, good eye, Joey. I don't know what you could really do different there. Sometimes it's just hard when you pull down in front of someone. Oh, he has a car pulling down in front of him, too.
Yeah, it's like everyone all of a sudden thought, the bottom's going to work.
I'll tell you what.
They're right pretty hard.
Top tacking up. Sam
and
Mayer
there's a
around.
crash. Sam Mayer around. Derek Kraus involved. The 8 of Josh Berry. The 7 for Justin Allgaier.
Got 3 of the Junior Motorsports cars right there.
Oh, he has to
Stacks
lift
up for the block in front of him, and that's just kind of put Josh Berry into him.
Interesting, that was Truex sliding up. If you rewind last Saturday night, they got together at Martinsville.
Yeah. Looked like racing to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
Laps to go when we come around this time. And there goes Daniel Hemrick off the bumper of Sheldon Creed. And this is the big one here at Talladega.
Oh, my.
Got one upside down. Is that Daniel Hemrick on his roof?
Upside down.
Most of the field is caught up in this wreck. Only a handful of cars are driving by us right now. So I hope Daniel's okay.
Second.
And we see Daniel Hemrick out in the lead, pretty far out. He goes up the hill to try to close that gap some. Comes down too late, right? Late block, and then kind of causes the big one, and everyone's right there. And there is some massive hits. A lot of cars to the outside wall.
Yeah,
and pretty much all the cars behind get caught up in this thing somehow.
I think, Joey, the closing rate was faster than Daniel could anticipate. He had just gotten to start-finish line.
Watch that 48 in the outside lane.
Watch the 2.
Here they come, back through the tri-oval. Garrett Smithley is spinning. They're racing back to the checkers. Will the caution come out? At the line, it's Jeb Burton. And the caution is waved.
We want to go
to the bottom and lead this pack. You know, we're talking about Almirola. Had him.
That is Michael McDowell spinning after we saw what looked like fluid or perhaps dust coming off that car in turn 4. And caution is out.
Right rear's down. I don't. All right, it might just be broke. I bet it broke the toe link when he hit the wall. No, it's down. It may have blown that tire.
I think the toe link looks okay. The wheel's not moving around, just the tire's flat.
Oh, Reddick spins out and hits the wall, turns it around and keeps going.
Oh my gosh, did not see that coming, Tony. Neither did he. Too much rear braking that thing.
Close. I think that was Chase Briscoe. Barely missed him when he came down. He was late to the party. Looked to me like.
Hard to believe that was just a single car incident and that there's no damage apparent to his car.
Whoa. So close.
But I think it's important.
Oh no, now you're going to blow the rears. I believe this will be a caution.
And Preece is trying to get the car off of pit road without success. Now he's got plenty of time.
He's
not going anywhere.
That right side, there it is, yellow's out.
Caution waves. Second one of the day.
The right front's definitely where the issue is.
In Xfinity last year, he knows how to get it done. Perhaps today could be the 42 day.
And he turned Burton. Burton slides down to the bottom of the racetrack and keeps it down on the apron.
Right in front of the field, Austin Dillon spun around as well. Check, heavy damage on that car. I think that was Todd Gilliland.
At least 3 cars involved.
Got a draft, probably one bump too many. A little bit on the right side, right as he's entering that corner, getting into 3. Maybe came around on him. Like you said, though, phenomenal job. Now you see everybody checking up back here. You start checking up, the first thing you do is look at it.
And you watch, he does a great job of getting this thing gathered in.
Got a draft, probably one bump too many. A little bit on the right side, right as he's entering that corner, getting into 3. Maybe came around on him. Like you said, though, phenomenal job. Now you see everybody checking up back here. You start checking up, the first thing you do is look in that mirror and make sure. Joey said, forget it. Go. Oh, he's turned.
He is turned. Logano in the wall. LaJoy and Stenhouse bring the caution out for the 6th time.
I saw it. He was thinking about it earlier, decided to go for it.
Yellow car in the top lane, 22.
This starts with that 36 car right there on his left rear. And as soon as he gets that, it pulls him back, kills that momentum. The 7 car LaJoy gets to him. Can't do anything from there.
Riley Herbst's got a piece of that also in the 5th. Suarez got a little bit of that too, right there. Maybe a lot of it.
Yeah, another 100 feet would totally have changed that scenario right there.
Look at the move, heads up move by Chastain. Reckon behind you, went for it, moved to the outside.
Hold the pass.
Oh, there it is, Chastain.
Push comes to shove and Gregson's in the wall.
Larson's around.
And Larson up the racetrack in traffic, and he collects Preece.
Hard hit.
Good grief.
Saw that. He got to pushing him hard. Chastain was pushing Noah very hard, but wasn't patient. Was ready to go right off the bat. Turns him around right into the fence, right in front of everybody. Tony, hard hit on your car right there. Very hard hit for Preece. Got on the side of the 10 car too.
Yeah, he just gets that push in the corner, and it just gets him up just enough to open the door for the 1 car, and off we go.
How about this? Didn't even get a chance to really make much of it.
Well, just had a little too much movement when he got pushed, and it unfortunately got him to the outside and opened that door. That is a huge hit.
Let's ride with Noah Gragson.
Blaine turns him
around goes Bubba.
Into Keselowski around. Oh, another hard shot. Allmendinger. Caution waves.
Everything that's going on behind him. He's not looking out front. He's looking out back of where that 12's trying to go.
Big block there. Now he moves up. Blaney was ready to go. At the end of the day, Blaney was going to make that move on him. He couldn't keep it behind him. Tried to block low, tried to block high, got wrecked.